Welcome, Smart Dollar Resource viewers and enthusiastic entrepreneurs. We are delighted to have you here on our channel, and as always, we're excited to help you navigate the intriguing world of financial growth and success. Today, we dive deep into a remarkable book that has been making waves in the entrepreneurial community. The Outsiders: 8 Unconventional CEOs and Their Radically Rational Blueprint for Success by William N. Thorndike. This isn't just another business book. It speaks volumes about the unconventional strategies and rational blueprints that 8 successful CEOs employed to reach the pinnacle of their careers. The book is a treasure trove of insights, brimming with lessons that are applicable to any entrepreneur looking to break the mold. From understanding the nuances of leadership to exploring the power of radical rationality, this book offers a unique perspective on what it takes to be a successful CEO. Stick around to discover the unconventional strategies of 8 successful CEOs. We'll delve into the core themes of the book and discuss how these strategies can potentially help you in your entrepreneurial journey. Dive into the world of The Outsiders and meet these 8 unconventional CEOs. This book, penned by William N. Thorndike, paints a compelling portrait of 8 unique leaders who defied the norms and their contemporaries to achieve remarkable success. The Outsiders is not just a book. It's an exploration into the minds and methods of these maverick CEOs who dared to tread the path less taken. These leaders, not necessarily charismatic or well-known, were masters of capital allocation and outperformed the S&P 500 by a whopping 20 times. Our journey begins with Tom Murphy of Capital Cities Broadcasting, a man who believed in the power of frugality and operational efficiency. He transformed his company from a small broadcasting outfit into a media giant, eventually selling it to Berkshire Hathaway. Next, we encounter Henry Singleton of Teledyne, an MIT-trained engineer-turned-CEO who made strategic acquisitions to grow his empire, only to later aggressively repurchase shares when they were undervalued. Then we meet Bill Anders of General Dynamics, a former astronaut who turned around a struggling defense contractor with his focus on shareholder value. And there's Katharine Graham of The Washington Post, who took over the company after her husband's untimely death and grew it into a diversified media conglomerate. Our list also includes Richard Rainwater, a savvy investor and dealmaker, John Malone, the cable cowboy who built TCI, and Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, whose name is synonymous with value investing. The book doesn't just tell their stories, it also dissects their strategies, providing a blueprint for success that is as applicable today as it was then. These CEOs were not about maintaining the status quo, but about capital efficiency, minimal debt, and shareholder returns. In The Outsiders, Thorndike doesn't just glorify these CEOs, he provides a rational analysis of their methods, showing that success often comes from deviating from the norm and focusing on what truly matters. These CEOs certainly went against the grain, but as we'll see, their strategies paid off. So, let's delve deeper into their unconventional wisdom and see what lessons we can glean from their radically rational approach to business. Every approach has its pros and cons, and the strategies of these CEOs are no exception. In the world of business management, the unconventional strategies of the 8 CEOs featured in The Outsiders offer a wealth of advantages. These maverick leaders dared to challenge the status quo, and in doing so, achieved unprecedented success. Their radical approach to capital allocation, emphasis on cash flow instead of earnings, and their penchant for decentralized operations are just a few of the game changers the book highlights. These strategies allow for flexibility, cost efficiency, and an agile reaction to market fluctuations. However, it's not all roses. These strategies come with their own set of challenges. The unconventional path is often fraught with risks. For instance, a heavy focus on capital allocation might lead to underinvestment in core operations or employee development. Decentralized operations, while fostering autonomy, might make it challenging to maintain a unified company culture or a consistent level of quality across different divisions. And let's not forget, bucking the trend can lead to isolation or criticism from peers and stakeholders who prefer the tried and tested. Moreover, the applicability of these strategies can vary greatly depending on the nature of the business. What works for a manufacturing company might not be the best fit for a tech startup. It's also crucial to remember that these CEOs were leaders with unique skill sets and personalities that contributed to their success. Replicating their strategies without considering the unique context of your own business could lead to less than stellar results. But here's the kicker. The pros and cons are not set in stone. They're more like shifting sands, changing with the landscape of your business and the market conditions. What might seem like a disadvantage today could turn into an advantage tomorrow, and vice versa. The key is to keep an open mind, continuously learn, and adapt. As with any strategy, it's important to weigh the pros and cons before diving in. And remember, no strategy is a magic bullet. It's the thoughtful application, consistent execution, and the willingness to learn from mistakes that ultimately lead to success. Now, let's distill some key lessons from The Outsiders. First, the book emphasizes the importance of capital allocation. The CEOs featured in the book were not just managers, but capital allocators who knew how to invest wisely and generate high returns. They understood that how you spend your money is just as important as how you make it. The second lesson is the value of a contrarian mindset. These CEOs were not afraid to go against the grain and make unpopular decisions if they believed it was the right course. They were often criticized for their unconventional approaches, but history proved them right. Third, the book highlights the power of simplicity. The CEOs didn't complicate their businesses with unnecessary layers of management or complex structures. They believed in keeping things simple and focusing on what mattered most, generating value for shareholders. Fourth, The Outsiders teaches us the importance of patience. The CEOs were not swayed by short-term trends or market pressures. They played the long game, making decisions based on their long-term vision and not immediate gains. And finally, the book underscores the importance of independence. These CEOs were not swayed by Wall Street or the media. They trusted their own judgment and made decisions based on their own analysis and understanding of their businesses. These lessons are not just for CEOs of large corporations. Entrepreneurs and business leaders can also apply these principles to their own ventures. Whether it's making smart investments, daring to be different, simplifying your operations, playing the long game, or trusting your own judgment, these lessons can influence your approach to business and potentially lead to greater success. These lessons from The Outsiders can provide a fresh perspective on business strategy. Knowledge is power, and The Outsiders is a treasure trove of insights. It's a powerful testament to the idea that continuous learning is the key to success, especially in the dynamic world of entrepreneurship. This book isn't just a collection of stories about 8 unconventional CEOs. It's a roadmap to thinking differently about business strategy and leadership. Imagine the power of having the combined wisdom of these 8 brilliant minds at your fingertips. From their unique approaches to capital allocation to their radical management strategies, there's a wealth of knowledge to be gleaned. But it's not just about absorbing information. It's about understanding, analyzing, and applying it in your own unique context. This is where the true power of learning comes into play. The beauty of continuous learning is that it keeps your mind agile, allowing you to adapt to changing circumstances and seize new opportunities. It encourages curiosity, sparks innovation, and fuels growth. And in the world of business, it can provide you with a competitive edge. The Outsiders provides you with the tools to challenge the status quo, think critically, and make informed business decisions. It's not just about emulating these CEOs, but understanding their thought processes, their decision-making frameworks, and their unconventional approaches. It's about learning to see the world through their eyes and understanding the principles that guided their actions. But remember, knowledge is only as powerful as its application. It's not enough to simply read The Outsiders and appreciate its insights. The true value lies in applying these lessons to your own entrepreneurial journey, learning from these CEOs' successes and failures, and carving out your own path to success. So let's embrace the power of knowledge, the beauty of continuous learning. Let's challenge conventional wisdom, think critically, and make informed decisions. Let's learn from the best, apply their lessons, and write our own success stories. With the right knowledge and mindset, you too can become an outsider. That's a wrap on The Outsiders, 8 unconventional CEOs and their radically rational blueprint for success. We've delved into the core of this gem, unraveling the pros, cons, and 5 key lessons that this book offers. We've seen how this radical blueprint can pave the way to success and how understanding its function can give you an upper hand. Remember, there's a wealth of resources out there, just waiting to be tapped into. Be sure to check out the description box below for links to this book and other valuable resources. And if you're interested in stock trading, there's a fantastic broker app, MooMoo, that you might want to explore. You stand a chance to win an Apple stock currently valued up to $190 and up to 10 free shares when you sign up today. Thank you for joining us at Smart Dollar Resource. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep thinking outside the box.